Hola, soy Juan Martín Hernández y esto es Rugby World Cup Daily. Nos vemos.
Weather's nice, eh? It's good out here, generally speaking. And sunny and blue skies. Probably a good day for some rugby, I'd say. I mean, we're all here now. Might as well get on with it. We've only been counting down to the Rugby World Cup for, I don't know, a decade in Japan. So yeah, maybe let's go inside. Japan, Russia, sound good to you? Opening day is finally here. We're at Tokyo Stadium. Welcome to our crib. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be in here. I actually need my accreditation. Let me grab this. Not only are they scanning the accreditation, they're actually scanning your face. There you go, face scan. This passage is literally just full of media. In the fridge, got some non-sugar iced tea. There's not just one of those rooms, here's another one. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Okay, which way to the fan zone? So on match day, obviously this will be a whole lot busier. This is the broadcast crew who bring you the visuals that are beamed around the world. This is their break area. Let's see what these are like. I literally feel like there was a whole performance and I wasn't the one delivering it. Songs, heating, water spraying. Don't stand on the chairs and cheer. We're on the pitch and it's looking absolutely splendid. You want to see what the grass looks like? So I heard that former Springbok winger Bryan Habana was going to be at the Rugby World Cup megastore in Shinjuku to do a signing session, and I figured I would just go through to keep an eye on him. Turns out he's on a bit of a mission to recruit more fans for the Springboks. And then I just got stuck in and helped him because why not? Who's your favourite team at this Rugby World Cup?
Wallabies.
South Africa also wears green and gold.
Yeah, but they're not as good.
And if they're playing the All Blacks?
Probably South Africa, but yeah.
Okay, let's hear it for the Springboks.
No.
I've got a challenge for you.
No, don't do that to me.
I think you can recruit a few more Springbok fans since you're here now. Sorry. Can I get an interview with you? Who's going to win Rugby World Cup 2019? Who are you supporting in the Rugby World Cup?
Of course, Japan.
Not South Africa?
Yes, no.
South Africa, yes?
Yes.
Springboks? Springboks? Springboks?
Oh.
Springboks? Are you sure?
I think obviously the Springboks are a bit loved post 2015, probably for the wrong reasons.
Here's the microphone. There you go.
Alright, let's go try this out. Konbanwa. Who's going to win the World Cup?
Oh, box.
South Africa? See, we got one out of one.
Not Springboks? Could I get you saying go Springboks, Rugby World Cup winners maybe?
Maybe not.
Hello ma'am, how are you? Who is going to win the World Cup?
Springboks.
Springboks, that's 2 out of 2.
Who is going to win Rugby World Cup?
South Africa?
Oh, buddy, it's going to be a three-peat. You know it.
You think? Yeah. Springboks.
I am Tongan heritage, but I was born and raised in New Zealand.
Okay, alright, so he said the Springboks as well, so we'll take 2 out of 3.
Of course, Springboks.
Okay, South Africa?
Of course, South Africa.
Yes. We agree.
Box.
Springboks.
Box for the wins.
Springboks. Yes. And you Springboks, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Springboks.
We all say Springboks. On 3 Springboks. 1, 2, 3.
Springboks!
Got them.
On Rugby World Cup Daily, we love getting your input, and one of the people that we approached to send us some of his good stuff is at Squidge Rugby on Twitter. In his bio, it says that his location is Alan Wynne Jones's backside.
Tonga have only ever won one Olympic medal. Their impact on the cinematic canon seems limited to one forgotten Anne Hathaway movie, and nobody has ever ordered a Tongan takeaway on a Saturday night. And yet, despite this inability to break the cultural zeitgeist, the proud islands of Tonga have a few times managed to break world rugby wide open on their way to using rugby as a means of introducing their nation to the world. First introduced to the sport by a group of travelling missionaries, Tonga took to it quicker than Fetu Vanakola on a travel later. Armed with a small population of big people, Tonga have qualified for 8 of the 9 Rugby World Cups to date, and after 3 losses in 1987, they picked up their first win against the Ivory Coast in 1995 and have been causing upsets ever since. In 1999, they defeated Italy with a dramatic late drop goal. Look at it, it's really dramatic. Then in 2003, they were only down by Wales thanks to a drop goal by a still with hair Martin Williams. And in 2007, they beat the USA, they beat fellow jumbo-sized minnows Samoa, and then they came just 5 points short of the eventual champion South Africa, scoring some wondrous tries on their way to that eventual narrow loss. And then, 4 years later, they went one better and actually beat the Frenchest French team that's ever Franced, a side who eventually only lost the final by 1 point, as Tonga fell the same margin short of actually getting out of the group stage for the first time ever and making their first quarter-final. However, if they want to achieve that this year, they'll need to face down not just France again, but also Argentina and England, 2 teams they've lost to heavily on their last 2 World Cup encounters. And whilst this may sound like a tall order, Tonga have the likes of nippy step King Lusaviano and whip smart scrum half Sonatani Takalua to call on, because even if they don't manage those 3 big upsets, they're going to be doing all they can to make sure they showcase themselves to the world, and maybe somewhere along the way they'll manage to crack world rugby right open.
Rugby refs know a thing or two about taking the heat. The guy who's going to be in the middle for the opening match is Nigel Owens. We managed to corner him in a brightly lit passage and ask him some of your questions. Some of them were pretty rude.
Nigel Owens reads your tweets, even the nasty ones.
Here, what was the best game of rugby you've ever reffed and why?
God, there's been many for various different reasons. I think probably, obviously, the World Cup final in 2015 will stand out above everything else because it was a wonderful, wonderful final, a wonderful tournament. But I suppose the one game that really stands out for me was South Africa against New Zealand in Ellis Park in Johannesburg in 2013, which was a truly credit to the teams and the players and the coaches in that day, and what was a wonderful, wonderful game of rugby, and which will be remembered as one of the best games of rugby ever.
Nigel, will you and the rest of the referees penalise Ireland on Sunday?
They're asking, are you going to penalise a certain team here? Look, a referee goes into the game and referees what in front of him, and honestly, if you honestly believe that referees do not penalise a team or penalise other teams more, then you're living in Coco Land.
Nigel, have you ever been able to pre-prepare enough one-liners to humiliate players to last the entire tournament? or is he going to do it on a game-by-game basis? Also, has he had a chance to learn about refereeing the breakdown correctly, or will he just not bother?
Well, look, when I go out in the field, I referee what's in front of me and I referee to the best of my ability. But obviously, you're a very experienced referee yourself, so if you want to give me some advice on how to referee, then please feel free to do so. And regarding one-liners, I do not do any one-liners to humiliate any players, and I certainly don't prepare any one-liners. I just go out in my field to be me and to be myself. And obviously, by your question, you're being yourself, and which is maybe not a very nice person.
What's your favourite part of being a referee, and any advice on the referee in my first competitive game, eh?
The best part of being a referee is you're a part of the game. It's the next best seat to playing. You need to remember that you're just a small part of it. You are an important part of the game, but you are not the most important part of the game. The most important people on the field are the players. But as a referee, you're very lucky and privileged to be on that field with the players and to facilitate in the game to the best of your ability. And my best advice to you is just 2 things you need to do. Always be fair and always enjoy it. And everything else then will come with time and experience.
Oh, good man. Gotta love Nigel Owens. Stay tuned to see what I get up to throughout the tournament. Good form. Imagine him popping up on your fly. Final day of race to Rugby World Cup. It's amazing that these guys spent 231 days on the road. I was there when Ron Rutland rocked up in Brighton in 2015. He's also South African, and then South Africa ended up losing that match. So I don't know whose good luck charm he is. It might be Japan's. Sama and the Lights. Me, will All Blacks play a kicking game or use a second line of attack? Average relationship problems at this stage. Oh, it's from TikTok. Oh, I'm loving TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, check it out.
Fuck.
This guy brushing his teeth, driving. I love that he's a USA Eagles fan. He's cuddling with his rugby ball. Make sure that you use the hashtag RWC2019 so we can feature you in our social media roundup. So when you and I see each other again, it'll be Super Saturday, the biggest Saturday probably of the last 4 years. We're going to be bringing you the lowdown on that and everything to look forward to. But from me, for now, here at Tokyo Stadium, my message is hashtag RWC2019. Send us videos from wherever in the world you're watching and show us how much you're loving this vibe.